Hello, everyone. Welcome to our presentation, Thunder Up College Students. Now we'll introduce the team. My name is Delana Darvin. We also have Avery Bennett, Alex Cubley, Cole Petering, and Jacqueline Perkins. Next is what we'll be presenting on today, the company background and situation analysis, the marketing research opportunity, research questions, our hypotheses, conceptual framework, our method, data analysis, our findings, and our recommendations. In the company background, the Oklahoma City Thunder was started in 2008 after previously being the Seattle Supersonics. They are in the professional sports subsection of the spectator sports industry, and the Oklahoma City Thunder currently has 18 players on the team and is one of 30 teams in the NBA. For the situation analysis, we looked at the current climate, customer profile, and technological advances. Right now, the main strength of the Thunder is their location, as they are one of the only professional sports teams in the state of Oklahoma. Their weakness is their attendance rate, as it is actually the lowest in the whole NBA for both total attendance all season and the average attendance per game. As a result, an opportunity for the Thunder is obviously a new stadium, which is already in the works, but also the opportunity to add an entertainment district surrounding the stadium. A threat for the Thunder is their close proximity to college campuses and the loyalty those individuals have to their college teams over the Thunder. The customer profile we'll be focusing on throughout this presentation is college students in the state of Oklahoma. For technological advancements, we have found two areas of focus. The first one is data analytics in the game itself, as well as in the new stadiums being built around the league. The other advancement impacting the Thunder is the entertainment districts being built around these new stadiums that attract more than just basketball fans to the games. Based on the situation analysis, the marketing research opportunity we see fit is targeting college students as a demographic. The current target market of fans is not producing the desired attendance results. As mentioned previously, the Thunder is the last in the league in game attendance. This brings me to our next point in that we see this as a perfect opportunity to focus on college students as a new demographic to attend games, which will not only increase attendance right now, but also start creating lifelong fans for the Thunder. This can be supported by the fact that the Oklahoma City Thunder's geographic location is close to two huge Division I sports schools and multiple other universities around the Metroplex. The research questions we are looking to answer are, how does the cost of a ticket affect students' willingness and ability to attend games? How does the opponent and game day schedule affect students' willingness and ability to attend games? How does wanting an alcoholic beverage at the game affect student attendance? And how does the parking situation and commute time affect student attendance? Next, I will pass it to Jacqueline to discuss our hypotheses.
Our hypotheses are ticket prices will have a negative effect on students' willingness to attend games. And our primary research was surveying how much students were willing to pay for a ticket to attend a game. Another hypothesis would be travel time to the arena will have a negative effect on students' willingness to attend games. Our primary research was asking questions on travel time and willingness to travel. Our next one was Thunder's opponent will have a positive effect on students' willingness to attend games. Another one is in hours of free time during the week will have a positive effect on students' ability to attend games. And our last one is parking costs will have a negative effect on students' willingness to attend games. And our primary research for that was asking students their willingness, how much they're willing to pay for a parking spot. Our conceptual framework, some of our variables we tested were Thunder opponents and how it affects students' willingness to attend games based on the opponent. Another variable that could affect that would be a predetermined NBA schedule, something that we did not test. Another variable we did test was hours of free time during the week, which would affect students' ability to attend games and students' willingness to attend. A variable that could affect that we didn't test would be maybe classwork and schedule. Another variable we tested would be ticket prices, and that would affect students' willingness to attend based on affordability and ticket prices. A variable that could affect that would be student income, which we did not test. Another variable we saw in our survey was that most students are wanting to consume alcohol at the games, which we did not test because that was proven through our survey.
All right, for our method, we decided to go with a questionnaire. So we created a Qualtrics survey and sent that out to fellow college students. It was designed to get an understanding of why many students do not attend games and just how they feel about the Thunder. So we had a wide variety of questions, including questions about price, parking, some demographic questions, and many more. So we sent the survey to around 650 people, and we received 33 responses. So that makes our sample size 33 and our response rate 5.07%. 32 of our 33 respondents were between the ages of 17 and 22, and the one outlier was not a college student. And all 32 of our respondents that are college students do attend the University of Oklahoma.
After conducting our survey, we found the following statistics to be true. The majority of students would not spend more than $50 on a Thunder ticket. 35% of students are extremely likely to want to consume alcohol while at the Thunder game. 38% of students would prefer to attend games on Saturday night versus any other night of the week. And 50% of students attend games for the social aspect rather than for the sport.
One of our hypothesis tests we did was a one sample t-test because it compares one continuous variable, being how much the opponent affects the willingness to go to a game, to a constant value, which is going to be the average. We did this to test the null hypothesis that the Thunder opponent will not have an effect on the student's willingness to attend games. Another hypothesis we did was a ANOVA F test. We did this because we wanted to test the difference of the mean of a continuous variable, the dependent variable, which is the willingness to attend, under two or more different groups, which is going to be the days of the week. We did this to test the null hypothesis that the Thunder's game day will not have an effect on students' willingness to attend games. The last hypothesis testing we conducted was a paired t-test. We did this because we wanted to test the difference of the mean of a continuous variable as to the same person. We tested the null hypothesis that parking costs will not have an effect on students' willingness to attend games.
After running these hypothesis tests, we found the following to be true. There was not sufficient evidence that the opposing team greatly affects students' willingness to attend games, but we did find sufficient evidence that the day of the week that the game occurs on and parking cost and availability greatly affects students' decisions to attend games. From our findings, we would recommend the following to the Thunder marketing team. First, we recommend a student Uber discount code or a parking pass, since we know that students would prefer to enjoy an alcoholic beverage at the games. And we also know that parking costs affects their decision to attend. Next, we would recommend a Saturday student food or drink discount or coupon. And we know this would be effective because most students would prefer to attend games on Saturday night versus any other day of the week. Our next two recommendations are based on the statistics we found through our survey rather than our hypothesis test, so they are more unofficial. The first one of these recommendations would be 1 or 2 college game nights throughout the season. And what these game nights would entail is if students can show their college ID at the door, they would get free entry into the games. And we know this would be effective because ticket price has a lot to do with students' willingness to attend games. And then our final recommendation would be that if groups of 3 or more students buy their tickets together, they would receive a 10% discount. And we believe this would be effective because students are attending these games for the social aspect. This concludes our presentation. Thank you so much for your time and attention.